Caroline was sobbing as they left Philip's office, and a cup-grade
Good morning.
This is Doug. Good morning. Let's give people another minute and see if more people show up. And if you'd be willing to turn on your cameras, I'd really appreciate it.
I'm on an old desktop without a camera today.
Okay, never mind. Not you. Everyone else.
I broke my laptop cord for the third time, so I'm just waiting for a new one.
That's important. You have to keep life entertaining.
I'll turn my camera on in 5 minutes. I'm making coffee. I'm getting situated. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Kevin, I've broken one of my laptop cords, like in my recliner, like 3 times as well. That sucks. They're not cheap.
I always have my nephew order me a new one. He's like, we're going to get you a docking station. So.
That's cute.
I'm realizing we are not going to finish all of the chapters we're supposed to do this semester. And having not taught this class before, I don't know what the most important parts are to cover and what aren't important. And I've taught anatomy and physiology at other schools. And there was one summer when I taught the second part of anatomy and physiology, and we didn't cover the same things that we're covering this semester, as far as I can remember. I think some of them were the same though. But I know that we aren't going to finish. And I think, because I don't know what to cover and what not to cover sometimes, I'm kind of going on what I currently teach at other schools and what I think are the most important and what your book tends to think are the most important based on what kind of questions your book has. And so I can tell that we aren't going to finish. And so my goal right now is to keep going because I still feel like the blood was the most important. The heart was very important. The endocrine system is important because it's all encompassing. And the respiratory system and the urinary system are important because they have a acid-base balance is, as my mother says, is everything as a clinician. If you're going to take care of patients, acid-base balance is everything. And that's the urinary system and the the pulmonary system, and so I still think we're covering the major parts. My goal is to just keep going until the end of the semester. We will finish. So your second exam is out, and I've seen at least 2 people have taken it so far. And they're doing fairly well as far as I can see. And it covers, I'm trying to remember what it covers. It covers the endocrine system, the pulmonary system, and the urinary system. So your third exam, bear with me, your third exam will cover the fluid and electrolytes, which will start today. What we get to of the digestive system, what we get to of nutrition and metabolism, and what we get to of the reproductive system. And then your final will be comprehensive. I will put out a second case study. I don't know if I'm going to put out a third case study. I try to find the best topics for it. And there is a good one about the urinary and reproductive system and acid-base balance. And my mother, I told you, my mother says that acid-base balance is probably one of the most, is key to taking care of people. And that's why I tend to spend a lot of time on it. So that's where we are right now. I'm going to continue in lab just the way we are. We're going to start covering the digestive system today. We'll continue covering the digestive system next week. Depending on where we get to, we will start the digestive system in lecture next week also. Are there any questions right now? All right. So let's jump into today and finish up the urinary system. You will see when we go in and we start talking about fluid and electrolyte, which is the next chapter, that a lot of it relates back to the pulmonary system and the urinary system, because that's mainly, even more so, the urinary system. And that's why we do them in the order that we're doing them. You'll see that a lot of it is a review and some of it is not. Let's jump into this. If you have not done your case studies, or at least the first case study up until now, get it done. I haven't graded it, but when I grade them, if you don't turn it in, you will get a 0 on it. And I cannot remember how much, bear with me, I'm going to look at the syllabus and tell you how much they're worth. Whatever points
40
we
points.
get. Okay, so altogether, those are worth 120 points, which means just a little bit over an exam. And bear with me just for a second here. Anything that we don't get to, I'm just going to give you the points for. I want you to keep going the way you are with the way things are scheduled. So I do want you to do the SMART book assignment for the reproductive system. I know a lot of you do the quizzes without me ever going through the material. And you seem to be doing fine. I will figure out at the end what points I need to add for things that we don't get to. Am I making sense with what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. If you have questions about it, please let me know. But I just know that we are not going to finish. And I don't know what details to put in and what details not to put out, to take out. I make up my own PowerPoints. I've tried using other people's PowerPoints, and I can tell you it's difficult, and I don't like doing it. And if you've ever tried to listen to a professor who's admitted to using someone else's PowerPoint, it really is hard. And it's hard for you and it's hard for me, and therefore I don't do it. Let's go forward and see what happens, but that's where we are right now. So I'm going to keep going and lecture the way we are. I'm going to finish the urinary system. I'm going to do the fluid and the electrolyte system. Your second exam is out right now, and it covers the endocrine system, the pulmonary system, and the urinary system. I know I'm repeating myself here, but I'm doing it for a reason. And your third exam will cover the fluid and electrolytes. It will cover, it will cover metabolism and definitely the digestive system, possibly part or all of metabolism and nutrition. And it will maybe cover the reproductive system. But we will continue in lab on the schedule that we're going. So we'll start the digestive system today. We'll go through the histology and the anatomy of the digestive system specifically today with a little bit of the physiology. I have a liver in my fridge. I actually, bear with me, I'm going to pull it out so it's not freezing cold when I'm working with it earlier. I'm working with it later, just a sec.
I have a question then.
Just a sec, 1 second.
No worries.
What were you going to ask, Becky?
The case studies. The only one that I see on there was the first one that was 10 points, and then the heart one. Those are the only two that I see.
Yeah, you only have the heart one because I've been trying to think of other ones.
Okay.
And
okay.
the only one that I've got so far that I'll post up this weekend is over the pulmonary and the urinary system.
Okay, so it's not like I'm missing something.
No,
it's just,
you're not missing stuff.
Okay, that was my question.
I may or may not post another one.
Okay.
I need to think about what I want to post if I'm going to post another one. But if I don't do it, I will just give you the points in your final exam, in your final score.
Okay. One other thing, you're frozen on the screen.
I am. All right. Why is this happening? Okay. You know what? We're going to.
It's fine if you want to go that way. I just wanted to let you know.
Well, I like you to be able to see me, and see me in real time and not frozen on the screen. I don't know how helpful it is for you, but I think it might be. Well,
it's like you looking at a blank screen for us. It's.
I know. Helpful. That's why we're going to do something about it. Bear with me here. I know I'm frozen again. or I'm not even there now, but I'm going to see if I could just, are you? Come on. Now, of course, it's not working at all. Boy. And now, of course, you can't see me at all. Just a sec. All right, you guys, I'm stopping the meeting and coming back in because that worked before and I can't figure out how to fix it. I don't know why it goes away, so I can't figure out how to fix it.